Now on Nightside, a kidnapped young girl found in downtown Spokane. The 4 News Now exclusive interview with her family the moment she was found safe.
Record high temperatures tomorrow, followed by a stormy night. It's a weather alert day for strong to severe thunderstorms in the first alert forecast.
Students at Eastern Washington University are trying a new method to track a toxic chemical in our groundwater. Their plan to make water safer. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. And thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. An 8-year-old girl is safely back with her family tonight after her father abducted her this afternoon. According to the girl's family, she was taken from the school bus in Spokane Valley around 3:30. Nearly 4 hours later, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office says she was found safe in downtown. Hunter Bertram was with her family the moment they found out the girl was safe. It's a story you'll only see on 4 News Now.
Kirsten, just before 7 p.m. tonight, they found that 8-year-old abducted girl here with her father at the SDA Plaza in downtown Spokane. I was with her aunt at the time when they found her, and I was there for the call when they told her her niece was found safe. Have a listen.
Hey, Denisha, this is Detective Bohannick. Just wanted to call and let you know that we found and we have taken Reginald into custody downtown at the SDA Plaza.
Denisha Mann will never forget that call. As we heard it together, I could see her breathe a sigh of relief after a day of horrifying uncertainty.
It was scary, very scary, because I didn't know how it was going to end.
The Amber Alert went out for her 8-year-old niece just after 6 p.m. She recalls what happened when her niece was taken.
They was getting off the school bus.
They were off the school bus.
They was getting off the school bus, and he snatched her and drug her across the street.
Court documents reveal earlier this month the father violated a protection order filed against him when he showed up at the apartment complex with binoculars and said he was trying to see his kids. Before the 8-year-old was found, Denisha was horrified, pleading for her niece's father to bring her home.
I just wanted to bring her back. He can even drop her off around the corner up the street and just give me a call and I'll come get her.
The young girl was found just before 7 p.m., 4 hours after being taken. I'm told by family she was in different clothing than what she was taken in. Her aunt tonight is happy she can hold her niece tight.
And I mean, what are you going to say to her when she comes back?
Well, I'm going to give her a big old hug and a kiss and tell her auntie loves her.
I'm Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
A 14-year-old was arrested yesterday for the murder of another teenager in Moses Lake over the weekend. On March 21st, Mario Amescua and 4 others were shot in a drive-by shooting where Amescua died at the scene. The suspect in the shooting was arrested at a hospital in Richland after receiving treatment for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to the leg. The juvenile suspect was booked on charges of first-degree murder. A groundbreaking project is mapping the flow of PFAS, a highly toxic chemical used for years in firefighting foam at Spokane International Airport and Fairchild Air Force Base. That project is led by a professor and students at Eastern Washington University. Students are testing both private and public wells. The plan is to create a 3D map of water flows using groundwater modeling software.
This project will develop a whole groundwater model, and we'll know where groundwater is, more or less, which direction contaminants should go.
Chad Pritchard, the professor leading this project, says the data will help identify where filters need to be. A final report on this research is expected to be released in June. Well, this may not be great to hear. If you like chewing gum, you are bringing in potentially hundreds of microplastics to your mouth. Researchers at the University of California tested nearly a dozen popular brands of gum, and they found 1 gram released about 100 microplastics on average, up to more than 600. Researchers also found that they were released within the first 8 minutes of chewing gum. A typical stick of gum can weigh anywhere from 1 to several grams. No specific brands were in this study. Health experts say microplastics can threaten people's health because they can potentially carry harmful bacteria. The gum research still needs to be peer-reviewed before it can be published. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office has a new member of its team. Meet Hattie, a 2-year-old yellow lab who has an electronic storage detection. This canine will be working with the sexual assault unit, and her job is to sniff out SD cards, cell phones, and other electronic devices that may store child exploitation media.
the micro SD cards, they're super small. They can be hidden pretty much anywhere. And they tell us about, yeah, I had more in the house. You guys just didn't find them. And now with her having in our department at our disposal, I think our odds of finding those devices and being able to get justice for all those victims will definitely go up.
Hattie is also trained as a therapy dog, and one of her other jobs will be to comfort victims on the scene as well as be in the room when children are being interviewed to help put them at ease. The sheriff's office says Hattie and her handler will be able to help law enforcement agencies across eastern Washington and North Idaho. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is telling us about a much warmer day and a weather alert.
Yes, we're going to have record highs on Wednesday, followed by the potential for strong or severe thunderstorms. It is a weather alert day over the entire inland Northwest, with the chance of thunderstorms between about 6 o'clock in the evening and 1 o'clock in the morning around the region. And I'm going to go over greater detail on what to expect from these storms later in the broadcast. But first, I want to talk about this beautiful warm weather. Our high today, 70 degrees, 1 degree away from our record of 71. Did have a record today in Lewiston of 79. 74 is the forecast high tomorrow, and that would not only shatter the daily record of 67, it would also tie the record for the entire month of March that was set back in 1881. That is the year that they started taking records for Spokane. Around the region, Wednesday's high temperatures ranging from 83 in Lewiston to some 60s in Winthrop, Colville, Bonners Ferry. All of these temperatures, though, well above average by more than 20 degrees. 76 in Ritzville, 77 tomorrow in Moses Lake, right around the Spokane area, 68 in Spirit Lake, but 76 in Meade, 9 Mile, downtown, and Spokane Valley. Partly to mostly sunny skies, beautiful for most of the day, and then those thunderstorms come in. I will tell you all about them coming up in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Members of the Trump administration are speaking out after war plans were shared in a group chat with a journalist from The Atlantic. ABC's Alex Stone has the story.
President Trump standing by his national security team after a journalist was added to a group chat in which senior officials reportedly discussed war plans in Yemen.
We have an amazing group. Our national security now is stronger than it's ever been.
The journalist added to that chat on the commercial app Signal is editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg. He says he was inadvertently included by National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Trump standing by Waltz.
It's equipment and technology that's not perfect, and probably he won't be using it again.
It comes after a heated hearing on Capitol Hill. Two members of Trump's national security team who were part of that group chat were grilled by Senate Democrats.
This disrespect for our intelligence agencies and the personnel who work for them is entirely unacceptable. It's an embarrassment.
This was a huge mistake, correct?
No.
CIA Director John Ratcliffe and Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard were not the only high-level Trump cabinet members who were involved. They refused to say whether or not war plans were discussed. Goldberg says Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth shared those details with that group.
Weapons systems and packages and timing and weather in Yemen and all kinds of information about sequencing of particular events.
But Hegseth argues it's not true.
Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
On Wednesday, National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard and CIA Chief John Ratcliffe are due back on Capitol Hill for a hearing with House lawmakers. More questions about the Yemen messages are expected. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
We have an update now to a drive-by shooting that killed a teenager named Maria Kapustin. Late last week, Cougar Devereaux Jr. was arrested in Colorado as a murder suspect in the case. Today, Devereaux waived his rights to extradition and is not resisting his return to the state of Washington. A new scam alert targeting Washington State University athletes and their families now. According to the Pullman Police Department, scammers are calling athletes pretending to be members of the police department and the NCAA. Calls are also coming into the parents of athletes saying their child was arrested and demanding money to keep their name out of the press. The Pullman police are saying this is a scam, and they're warning everyone not to provide personal or financial information over the phone. If you believe you've been a victim of this scam, you can call the non-emergency Pullman police number to file a report.
Spokane Chiefs have rushed into the playoffs through one of the best first lines in the WHL. Shea Van Olm, Andrew Crystal, and Berkeley Catton. They have crushed competition this season, leading these Chiefs to 45 wins. The trio combined for 273 points, 109 goals, and 164 assists. One of, if not the best group of forwards in the league. Crystal, like Van Olm a year ago, joined the Chiefs at the trade deadline, and he, along with the other guys, spoke about how their success has boomed this season and how it can continue into these playoffs.
There's a little bit of everything on our line with, speed, smarts, little grit. So it's worked well.
All the boys have been, unreal, welcome me in and making me feel at home right away. So that definitely helped a lot with the on-ice production and the off-ice.
I think we really complement each other a lot. We got a little bit of everything. We got playmaking, we got speed, we got scoring and physicality. So, yeah, it's been awesome. I can't ask for two better line mates, and I hope they'd say the same about me.
This line had a field day in their last meeting at Vancouver. Crystal and Van Olm had 2 goals each. Catton, 3 assists. So how about that? Chiefs beginning their playoff journey. They're at Vancouver this Friday at 7 p.m. I'm just telling you, I cannot wait to witness playoff hockey again next week at the arena. You can sign me up. It's the best part of the year.
It's going to be fun. All right. Thanks, Jack. Well, violations in the Central Valley School District for drivers ignoring school bus stop signs. What they're urging people to do to keep kids safe.
Pick of the night tonight. It is a gorgeous one on a beautiful day from our friend Andra Derrickson, who was out at the Southeast Wetlands area and captured this amazing image. I love the reflection there on the water. Thank you so much, Andra. I also love those blue skies. A lot less of those in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Watch tonight or I'll steal your teeth. Have you ever heard of facing your fears and doing the thing that you would be most scared to do?
Yeah, I don't do that.
You don't do that? No. I don't either.
I like to do things I'm comfortable at.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
All right, so let's begin.
Spend 2025 with Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, no one else is clapping?
New Kimmel, weeknights on ABC.
This year, turn your backyard into a fun, relaxing paradise. From Quality Spas of Spokane, the little store that sells the most hot tubs and swim spas. Made right here in the United States by Cal Spas.
Visit AutoNation Acura Spokane Valley for attractive offers on a new vehicle.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Bill's Heating would like to congratulate Dino Scarpa on winning 2 tickets to the WCC tournament in Vegas.
Hey, Ben, I make this shot. You have to take me with you to Vegas. Deal?
All right, fine. But you got 1 shot.
Watch and learn. Okay. All right. 2 out of 3.
4 News Now is brought to you by Just Between Friends.
Welcome back. The Liberty Lake Police Department is trying to catch drivers who are ignoring stop signs on Central Valley School District school buses, putting kids in danger. Already this school year, the district has reported 59 violations, but it says many more happen too fast for the bus drivers to gather information. And now it says a spike in violations this school year should raise concerns in the community.
When you see the bus that is stopped with the bus pedal activated, think about the reason for that, and that is, again, to protect the children that are getting on and off that bus.
The fine for breaking this law is nearly $500, and the district believes drivers are confused about whether they should stop or not and urges all of us to review the law. We have that refresher for you right now on our website, KXLY.com. 425 elementary school students in Moses Lake are settling into new schools and new classrooms this week. Groff Elementary School is closed for the year because of electrical issues in the building, and students were doing remote learning for a couple of weeks, but now they are back to in-person learning at different schools across the district.
It was a little bit of a shock. We were used to doing the online stuff every once in a while, but it was a shock to have to say, oh, we have to go to different buildings now.
The Moses Lake School District says there's no timeline for when Groff Elementary will reopen. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining me again now, talking about what we need to do to prepare ahead of a weather alert day.
Yes. Well, first thing you do is download the 4 News Now First Alert weather app, so you know you'll get those alerts based on your precise location. You can follow along on radar. Check back here as well, of course, for updates on your weather. But there are 4 things that you need to know about your weather. We are going to have record highs on Wednesday, a very warm day, potentially the warmest March day ever. Then, as a cold front approaches, some storms coming in late on Wednesday. Some could be severe, and there are more storms on the way for Thursday, but they will be more of the garden variety thunderstorms that we see in the spring. Severe thunderstorm forecast. This is from the severe weather experts in Norman at the Severe Storms Prediction Center, and they've got us in the possible range. So there is a marginal chance of severe storms. A little bit of a different story all the way from north of Seattle down through south of Eugene. They are in the likely range for severe thunderstorms. A lot of that has to do with the timing of when the storms get underway. Earlier in the day, in the heat of the day, where we're looking at more into the evening. The biggest threats with this round of thunderstorms, damaging winds. Some of the stronger storms could produce 60-mile-per-hour gusts, possibly even higher, and large hail. Large hail is defined, or severe hail, as anytime you're up to 1 inch in diameter or quarter-size hail, and that's what we would be dealing with, not some of the larger sizes, golf ball, tennis ball, baseball. We do not have the things to support that, but we could have some quarter-size hail, which does take it into the severe category. And meanwhile, our forecast radar, as we go through Wednesday, we start to see a little bit of wet weather as early as 8 o'clock into Spokane, but the thunderstorms moving into the Columbia Basin, the east slopes of the Cascades. Those storms are going to continue to move into the Spokane area by around 10 o'clock. They weaken, however, as they move into the Northeast Mountains and North Idaho. By midnight, we still have a chance of showers through the overnight, maybe even a rumble of thunder, but the threat of severe weather will have diminished. All of this is the product of a strong upper-level low out here in the Pacific that is not only bringing up warm, moist air for tomorrow, but then the dynamics to lift and produce those thunderstorms later in the day. It is a weather alert day on Wednesday. Enjoy the entire afternoon and even maybe an evening dog walk before things get going. Thursday, a continued chance of showers, but more likely we'll be dealing with rain with possible thunderstorms on Friday, and then we get to the weekend, calmer weather, cooler weather, 20 degrees cooler than Wednesday on Saturday, but that temperature is still above average, Kirsten.
All right, a lot to watch there. Thank you, Chris. The National Institutes of Health has halted funding for dozens of HIV-based research grants. According to the NIH, the cuts align with President Donald Trump's executive order on what he deems as, quote, wasteful spending. The United Nations says AIDS-related deaths will surge globally without financial backing from the U.S. Federal data shows 1.2 million Americans currently have HIV. The disease has caused more than 700,000 deaths in the U.S. since 1981. You have just 3 weeks left to file your 2024 federal tax return. The deadline, April 15th. The IRS warns taxpayers who miss that deadline could face late fees and interest. If you haven't already, this year you can try its online tools at irs.gov. There you can also request an extension to push the deadline 6 months. Today is Equal Pay Day, a marker of how far into 2025 that women must work to earn what men did in 2024. Experts say progress toward closing the gender pay gap has stalled in recent years, with women earning 83 cents for every dollar men make. Indeed reports the gender pay gap is largely unchanged since 2019. Age, education, and parenthood play major factors in who is experiencing the disparity. Indeed says employers can close the gap with pay transparency, remote work options, and family leave benefits.
It is common knowledge that without paid family leave, many women leave the workforce, and that really impacts their long-term earnings and may even prevent them from re-entering the workforce later.
Women can advocate for themselves by documenting achievements, using online estimators to determine a fair wage, and asking for higher salaries, promotions, or flexible work arrangements that they're looking for. Spokane Public Schools could be seeing an upgrade to ball fields. What the Together Spokane plan could do for your child's school when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
What's for dinner? Shop Fred Meyer for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy. Get 2.9% financing on all 2025 Equinox models when you finance with GM Financial. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
We're on with what's new this morning. What's happening now.
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now and next at 5 and 6 a.m. right here.
And right here at 7A. Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
We could tell you what it's capable of. Or you could find out for yourself. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Fred Meyer Boost makes saving easy with 2 times fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and your choice of Disney Plus, Hulu, or ESPN Plus on us. Discover all the easy ways to save when you enroll in Boost today. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
Today, the owner of the Spokane Indians showed his support for Spokane Public Schools and the City of Spokane's Parks and Recreation Department's plan to put at least one all-weather field in every neighborhood. It's all part of their $440 million Together Spokane plan. According to the proposal, the fields at North Central could get an upgrade. Not only do all-weather fields offer more off-season use, they're also cheaper to maintain and require less water. The plan also calls for more lights to be installed, which would allow for more nighttime activities, which is especially useful in the late fall and early spring when the sun sets right around 4:30.
It doesn't matter whether it's a volleyball or basketball or baseball and softball, those programs have just skyrocketed, but the fields have stayed the same. And so we need to make the days longer with our field conditions.
The athletic fields at Harmon Park, Ferris and Rogers High Schools and Hart Field could also get an upgrade. Delta is making it easier for people traveling to Hoop Fest. Delta Airlines, the official sponsor for the event, is offering a special discount to tournament attendees. Hoop Fest is scheduled to take place June 28th and 29th. For details on how to book a flight using the deal, maybe for a relative or a teammate, visit KXLY.com. An event discussing women in sports was held in Spokane today. The Beyond the Baseline panel had panelists from a variety of different sports as guests. Renee Washington, the COO of USA Track and Field, shared her thoughts with us on the future of women in sports.
For women, I think in sports, it's bright. I think that, look, people talk about sports all the time. Children see what they can be. Little girls see who they can be. The more they get to see it, the more they realize that it's there, it's a possibility.
This panel happened at just the right time as the NCAA women's basketball tournament is coming to the Spokane Arena this weekend. Well, coming up, hear more from the Washington State Cougars ahead of their postseason trip to Vegas.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Ziggy's Home Improvement.
It's an American Idol 2-night event.
Let's party!
Sunday.
Come on!
Last day of auditions.
This is my dream.
I've never seen anything like it.
This is a platinum ticket.
Oh my gosh.
And Monday.
Give me more!
Hollywood Week kicks off.
Hollywood Week is probably the most stressful time in their journey.
More than half of you will be going home.
American Idol. New Sunday and Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey, there he is. Let's do this.
Hey, you ready? Yeah.
You're up, guys. All right.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Toyota Tundra for just $519 per month. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Yeah.
Come on.
Toyota, let's go places.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Washington State men's basketball is no stranger to the bright lights of Las Vegas, venturing to the desert for an unusual 3rd time this season when they go to the inaugural college basketball crown tournament. The Cougs can't escape the Sin City, beating Northern Iowa in the Holiday Hoops Classic before returning for their first ever WCC tournament you're looking at now when they beat Loyola Marymount and then fell to the San Francisco Dons. WSU now plays the Georgetown Hoyas in the opening round of this crown tournament, determined to have a looser approach to this trip down south.
Recruiting Ethan 4 years ago, that was one of his mom's bucket list things, was go to Vegas and see what that's all about. And so it's cool for these guys to see that. We're taking more of a fun approach to this trip, and we're getting there a day early, and we'll go out and have a good dinner on the Strip and show these guys a good time, I think.
So Ethan Price, definitely a big fan of that too, the senior, and can't confirm. I myself have been on the good dining on the Strip. It's pretty nice there too a couple weeks ago. Cougs, they're going to try to feast as well against those Hoyas. Opening round game coming up next Monday at 8 p.m. WSU baseball in action tonight and some in-state rivalry action against the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Road team getting the win, 4-1 Zags. Gonzaga's Josh Hankins batted a remarkable 4 for 5, including 2 doubles and an RBI. Zags took a 2-1 lead in the 4th, closing the game out with a W after a good 7th inning hit. WSU now is hitting the road for a trip south to the Nevada Wolfpack. They just can't get out of Nevada. Gonzaga returning home to Spokane. They begin WCC play with a weekend series against the Pacific Tigers. Yvonne Ejim, she is raking in all the awards today, earning a big-time one. Finalist nod from the WBCA Coaches All-America team. She's one of 50 finalists this season, earning an honorable mention from this same group last year. Ejim has helped lead her Zags to a WBIT quarterfinal matchup. They play at the Minnesota Golden Gophers coming up Thursday evening. Gonzaga legend Drew Timme, he is tearing it up in the NBA G League. He earned his first Player of the Week nod of the season this week. And listen to this, Timme, he averaged 35 points, 13 rebounds, and a pair of assists over 3 games. He shot over 65% from the field and 7 for 11 from deep. Oh yeah, and what you're seeing right now, he dropped 50 in a game. And no, he has still not yet made his NBA debut. We have a couple of Seahawks updates today, too. We'll start with the new 50th anniversary patch logo, adding those little 12 feathers at the bottom to represent the 12 Seattle fan base. This patch will be on all jerseys all season. And additionally, Seahawks signed some more wide receiver and special teams returner depth with former Texan and Raven Steven Sims. Former Kansas Jayhawk inking a deal with his now 6th NFL team that's in Seattle. And he hasn't caught a pass since 2023 with the Houston Texans, but you can see he's got some good returns in him. His rookie season in 2019 with Washington was his best statistically. That was 310 receiving yards and 4 receiving touchdowns. So we're still a pretty long way from the Hawks kicking it off this season, but only 2 more days until the Mariners start. So the warm weather, bringing baseball and everything, it's great that time of year is coming.
Baseball's your favorite, isn't it?
Well, it's hard to pick a favorite.
Oh, that's right. You can't tell everyone.
It's hard to pick a favorite, but it's so much fun.
They're telling us to wrap. Okay, we'll be back after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley Cap. Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
Which is better, the Honda Ridgeline or the Toyota Tacoma? Well, the Honda Ridgeline is built right here in America. Tacoma is not. In fact, the Honda Ridgeline is in the top 10 on Cars.com's American Made Index. Tacoma didn't even make the list. Plus, Ridgeline comes standard with more horsepower and all-wheel drive. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda Ridgeline with 1.9% APR financing. For details, see your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today.
Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
92.9 CCU.
AutoNation Volkswagen gets it. Your life is constantly on the move. That's why we do our part to keep you on the go. Drive new Atlas models with 4.9 APR or 2,500 customer bonus. Go to AutoNation Volkswagen today.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Tomorrow is a weather alert day. Matt Gray, meteorologist, will be here in about 2 or 3 hours getting the latest information. We'll put it out on KXLY.com, our app, and on Good Morning Northwest. Throughout the day, we'll be updating our forecast.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it, through the app.